Have you ever woken up feeling like you barely slept? You put in the hours, you were in bed for a solid 8, but you're still completely exhausted. Well, what if the problem isn't how long you sleep, but how you power down your brain beforehand? Today, we're going to break down a really simple but incredibly powerful rule to fix that. I just love this quote because it's so true. We tend to think of our brains like a light switch that we can just flick off the second our head hits the pillow. But it just doesn't work that way. Think of your brain more like a sophisticated computer. It needs a proper shutdown sequence to fully rest and recover. If you skip that sequence, it never really powers off. So that groggy, unrested feeling you have in the morning, that's actually a symptom. It's a huge sign that your brain never successfully disengaged from the day. It's basically stuck in alert mode, and that constantly interrupts the natural 90-minute sleep cycles that are absolutely essential for feeling restored. So, how do we actually start that shutdown sequence? Well, we have to actively help our brain shift gears. We need to guide it from that busy, problem-solving daytime state into a relaxed, ready-for-rest nighttime state. And the science behind how to do this is all about our brain waves. This right here breaks it down perfectly. See, during the day, we're running on beta waves. That's our brain when it's active, when we're thinking, concentrating, getting stuff done. The whole goal of a wind-down routine is to consciously shift into those alpha waves you see on the right. That's the state of calm, of relaxation. The 3-2-1 rule is designed to do exactly that for you. So let's start the countdown. The very first step begins 3 hours before you plan to go to sleep. The first rule is super simple. 3 hours before bed, the kitchen is closed. That means no more big meals, no more alcohol. You're basically giving your digestive system a head start on its own nightly shutdown process. And here's why this is so critical. When you eat a big meal late at night, your body has to get to work digesting it. And all that physical work sends signals straight to your brain that basically say, hey, we're still busy down here, stay awake. This process keeps your brain stuck in that active beta wave state, and it literally blocks the path to the relaxed alpha state needed for deep sleep. All right, on to the next number in our countdown. 2 hours before bed, we're going to shift our focus from the physical to the mental. At that 2-hour mark, it is time to stop working. I mean it. Close the laptop, put away the work phone, step away from anything that's mentally stressful. The goal here is to actively clear your mind. And there's a great term for this: cognitive offloading. This technique is so powerful. You know that feeling, right? You finally lie down to sleep, and suddenly your brain decides to present you with your entire to-do list for the next day, week, month. Well, cognitive offloading is the cure. All you do is take 5 minutes to write down your thoughts, your tasks, your worries, get them out of your head and onto paper. It's like telling your brain, hey, don't worry, I've got this handled. You can rest now. And that brings us to the final, and you could argue the most critical step in our countdown to deep sleep: the last hour. The final rule for the last hour before you sleep is the one we all kind of know we should do, but so often ignore. No screens, no phone, no tablet, no TV, no computer. This one is absolutely non-negotiable if you want a truly restorative night. And the reason why is right here on the screen. The blue light that's blasting out of our devices is a powerful signal. It hits our eyes and tells our brain that it's the middle of the day. This completely slams the brakes on melatonin production. That's our sleep hormone. And it prevents us from getting into those deep REM sleep stages where all the crucial emotional processing happens. Okay, so you've done it. You followed the countdown, you stopped eating, you offloaded your mind, you put away the screens. So what's the reward for all this effort? Let's take a look at the payoff. When you give your brain this proper shutdown sequence, everything just falls into place. You finally let that shift happen from the busy beta waves to the calm alpha waves. You achieve that deep REM sleep that your body and your mind have been craving. This allows for all that essential emotional processing to happen. And the result? You wake up feeling not just rested, but truly recovered and refreshed. So let's put it all together. The 3-2-1 rule. It's that simple. 3 hours out, stop eating. 2 hours out, unload your mind. And 1 hour out, no screens. It's a super simple, memorable countdown to guide your brain gently into a night of deep, restorative sleep. This isn't just about knowing the information. It's about actually doing it. So the final question is for you. As you think about your own routine, which part of this countdown do you need to focus on the most? What is the one small change you can make tonight to start your own countdown to better sleep?